All right, let's talk about something that's hiding in plain sight. It's a secret language that organizes pretty much everything around you, from the apps on your phone to the way you sort your socks. We're going to decode the secret language of your stuff.
Okay, let me just kick this off with a question for you. Seriously, what on earth could a pile of laundry and your favorite movies on Netflix possibly have in common? I mean, one's a total chore, the other's how you relax. But underneath it all, they actually share a really powerful basic structure.
And here it is. They're both organized in sets. You've got a set of clothes that need washing, and you've got a set of movies you love. It's an idea so simple, right? We use it every single day without even thinking about it. But once you start to understand it, it really opens up a whole new way of looking at the world.
So let's get down to it. Let's start with the absolute basics. What exactly is a set?
A set, at its core, is just a collection of unique things. And that word distinct is super important. It means no repeats allowed. We're going to use this fruit bowl as our example here. This bowl has a set of fruit, and the things in it, the elements, are one apple, one banana, and one orange. That's the set. Simple as that.
Okay, so we know what a set is, but this is where it gets really interesting, when we start comparing them. So let's build on this idea with a little tale of two fruit bowls. Think about it for a second. If you have a fruit bowl with 3 pieces of fruit, and I have a fruit bowl with 3 pieces of fruit, are our fruit bowls the same? It feels like a simple question, but the answer is, well, it kind of depends on what you mean by same.
So first up, you have what are called equivalent sets. This is all about the numbers game. If 2 sets have the exact same number of items, they're equivalent. That's it. The items themselves can be completely different. Your 3 fruits and my 3 socks, they make equivalent sets. But then you've got equal sets, which are way more specific. For 2 sets to be equal, they have to have the exact same stuff inside. The order you list them in doesn't matter at all, but every single item has to be a perfect match.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? On the left, a set with an apple and an orange is equivalent to a set with a shirt and the sock. Why? Because they both have 2 things. Easy. But over on the right, a set with an apple and an orange is only equal to a set with an orange and an apple. The items are exactly the same. So the bottom line is this: equivalent is about how many, and equal is about what.
All right, so we know how to compare sets that are side by side. But what happens when one set is actually inside another one? Well, that brings us to the world of subsets.
The idea of a subset is actually super intuitive. If every single thing from one set can be found in another, bigger set, then the first one is a subset of the second. Let's go back to our fruit bowl. If you just take out the apple and the orange, that little collection is a subset of the whole bowl. And here's a fun fact: any set is always a subset of itself.
Now, let's get a little more picky with something called a proper subset. Here's the deal. Set A is a proper subset of set B only if it's smaller. All of A's items have to be in B, and B has to have at least one extra thing that A doesn't. And that means 2 sets can never be equal if one is a proper subset of the other.
And this visual just nails that tiny but critical difference. Look at the symbol for subset. It has that little line under it, kind of like an equal sign. That's your clue. It means it can be contained within or equal to. But the symbol for a proper subset? No line. It means it has to be strictly contained within. Our set of apple, orange is a proper subset of the big fruit bowl because the bowl has that extra banana.
Okay, I know, that was a lot of terms and symbols. So how do we make all of this stick? How can we actually see it? Well, we're going to turn to one of the most useful tools out there, the Venn diagram.
You've definitely seen these before. Venn diagrams are just a genius way of using circles to show us how sets relate to each other. Where those circles are, if they overlap, if they're separate, if one is inside the other, it tells you the whole story. It makes all these abstract ideas totally visual.
So let's try it. How would you draw 2 equal sets? Well, it's actually kind of like a trick question. You just draw one circle. That's it. Because if set A and set B are equal, they are literally the same set, taking up the exact same space. So simple, it's brilliant. And what about a proper subset? Oh, this is where Venn diagrams are just perfect. You draw a small circle for set A completely inside a larger circle for set B. And boom, you can see it instantly. Everything in A is also in B, but B has all this other stuff in it. It's the perfect visual for what's going on.
Okay, let's wrap it all up with a quick toolkit. Think of this as your cheat sheet. Equal sets,
they've got the exact same stuff. Equivalent sets, they've got the same number of things. A subset, everything from one is in another, and they might even be equal. And a proper subset, everything from one is in another, and it's definitely smaller. 4 key ideas that help us make sense of the world.
So the next time you're just scrolling through a playlist, sorting your email, or even just looking at a group of friends, think about the sets. What's a subset of what? Are they equal or just equivalent? Now that you know the language, what secret relationships will you start to see all around you?